We go. Okay, on my show now, I'm joined by another special guest, no stranger to my show. It's always nice to invite past guests who've been on my show before. I'm joined by, well, he's not a rising pop star, he's a risen pop star because he's been around for some time. He's a soul solo sensation male artist called JERUB. How are we doing, JERUB, today?
I'm doing well, thank you, Danny. Good to be
Brilliant.
back.
Yeah, good to have you back. I know you've been as I says, risen now. You've been doing this so many years now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm still rising, to be honest with you, but it's a good journey.
Brilliant. Well, you are soaring anyway. Picking up from last time we talked, it was about 9 months ago. Um, you were on tour with JP Cooper where you were promoting You and I.
Yes,
How's it
yes.
been since then? Everything.
Yeah, it's been cool. I've just released my EP, Carry the Load, which yeah, I've been working on for a while now, and being able to do my first UK tour, which was great in April, and just a few other cool things in between those.
Nice. So you mentioned the Carry the Load is a single from your new EP. Is there like a hidden message behind the song or a meaning about it?
Yeah, so the song I really wrote just about, that pressure that you might feel, feeling the weight of the world, and in such times like these, I think everyone can relate to whether it's internal pressures or external pressures, whether it's, cost of living to,
Hmm.
dealing with, social justice and, all the weights of the world, and just really wanting to articulate that in a song.
That's very good. Well, and on this EP as well, the intro features the voice of your father. It's a nice, beautiful words you were saying. Um, the introduction to this new EP.
Yes, yes. So I, I actually it was a last minute addition because um, I wanted to put together something that threaded my live show together, and my dad's voice was that thing where just a nice voice note from him that I recorded and he sent me. So I decided after it going down so well on the live show, it was so special. I wanted people to experience it on the record.
It's a very nice reassurance, isn't it? Just to say to you, keep doing what you do, keep up the good work. I'm always there for
Mm,
you. It's nice to have that from your family, isn't it?
exactly, exactly.
And we'll carry the load. Have you created a music video to this single, or is it in the works, or are you planning to, or thinking of doing one?
There is a music video. I worked with a great director and put together this amazing story, which is actually out at the time of the recording. It's out today.
Oh, brilliant. That's good timing then. So we'll check that one out. Um, Next question for you as well. On your EP, you have a single called Hometown. I know in past interviews we talked about your connection to Nottingham, your roots, where you grew
Yeah,
up. I actually made my first visitation to that city last weekend. Such a bustling and vibrant city. Will always play a play
yeah,
a part in your hearts, like Nottingham.
yeah, yeah. Nottingham and yeah, I'm actually living in London now, but yeah, Nottingham, Nigeria, where I was born and raised, and Nottingham where I kind of grew up, is yeah, always gonna be home and
Mm,
have this yeah, my roots and really Hometown is a song about dealing with the feeling of wanting to kind of go out and soar and fly and live your dreams and whatnot, but also not wanting to lose yourself and lose home.
mm. So when you fly the nest, sometimes you always like to come back to your home base, where the heart is, isn't it home? I think I've said it before in previous interviews, you never
Yeah,
forget, your hometown or your country.
never. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And another track, I've just listened to this one actually, it's called Soon. That's a bonus track. Did you decide to just squeeze it on last minute as well?
Yeah, Soon is one of those ones that I wrote this, a while back now. It was probably one of the earlier ones that I wrote on the EP, and it it was one of those where we recorded it on the day, and we just didn't want to do anything different to it because we didn't mix it, we didn't do anything. It was just we just kept it same as the demo, just because it was so special, and that feeling and that rawness was so emotive that we wanted to put it in there.
I do like a bonus track on a CD album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And where do you get like your creative ideas from, when creating music? Is it imprinted within you naturally?
Yeah, I think so. I think naturally, um, I'm quite I'm an observer of life, and I think empathy is probably high in my heart. So I like to see the world around me, whether it's through my own worldview and things that happen in my life, or um, empathizing with those around me and being able to articulate their stories and my story and put it in a song.
Lovely. Also, what I admire about you, you live for the present, you savor the moment, rather than look ahead to the future that's to come, and then looking in the past. But you like to live for the moment, keep it real. Do you think more artists should practice this?
Well, that's very kind of you to say, actually. Um, I think I can't speak to what other artists should do because I think there's strengths and weaknesses to everything. Sometimes if you live too much in the moment, you don't really think ahead and you don't dream.
Mm,
So everything must be done in like moderation. But for me, I think I love taking things one step at a time.
mm, mm.
It's something that helps me just stay grounded
Yeah.
and stay in the moment and yeah, keep it real, as you say.
That's good. I did listen to a previous interview of ours, and I think I asked you any plans for like next year, but you said you take it like week by week, and I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, this question might, uh, I'm going to ask a question. Do you have any concerts or gigs coming up? I know that's looking ahead, but I just wanted to see if you had any shows that, people can come and see you.
Um, I think the best thing to say is follow me on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and stay tuned. You can sign up to my mailing list, just jerubmusic.com, and stay tuned to all that's coming up.
That's fair enough. We'll hold tight for some exciting news in the near future. Um, Also, speaking of touring, you've shared the stage with Ella Air. How was that experience?
That was great. I did two shows, one in London and one in Manchester, and it was such a pleasure to meet her and to open for her. She's such a fantastic artist.
What voice she's got.
Yeah, an incredible, incredible voice.
Mm. And
Incredible.
onto you, Jerub. You've participated in a talent search for the BBC Radio One's Live Lounge, where you were like one of the finalists. Was that a good experience? Did you learn a lot from doing that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like a while ago now. That was 2021.
Mm.
Um, so we've come a long way since then, but I look back at that experience and think it was one of those early moments where I really started to believe in myself as an artist, and you know, you especially when you're not in when you're surrounded by so many different artists, it's a very saturated industry. Um, to be able to be recognized in one of the top five in the country in that competition, was one of those moments that I really started to really believe that I could do this journey and go all the way.
Fantastic. And I know Love Island is on the TV at the moment. Your music's been featured on that. How do you feel when your music's like being appreciated, like on mainstream media, reaching out a new audience?
Yeah, it's always fun to get texts from friends or family who are watching it and saying, "Hey, tune in. Your music is getting played. What a nice surprise." And also for my music to, you never know. I love that my music can reach different people, whatever avenue. And that's the goal for as many people to hear the message as possible.
Nice. And your track There Till the End has hit 10 million on the one streaming service. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's really great. I'm happy.
Mm,
It's one of those songs that I didn't expect to. I mean, no one ever. I never expected to write it and go, "Oh, this is going to hit 10 million." But I'm just glad that's a value. You can't put a value on connection, and really the amount of people who've connected with that song is really, really special. I get so many messages from people saying this song helped me through this, helped me through grief, helped me through whatever. I got a message with a voice note of some primary school kids singing the song the other day. So yeah, you can't put a number on those
mm.
stories.
And on your playlists as well, some of the other artists that listen, some artists, sorry, so some listeners who listen to your music also listen to artists such as Eliza Ray, Jamie Gray Ryman. Have you heard of any of those artists before, or was it just good to see, people having a go trying to break into the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know how the algorithm works in that way, but I think, to have other people, like I said, there's so many artists out there, and I'm just so happy that music is thriving, and there's so many people writing and releasing music.
Mm. And do you think the music business is more there's more freedom being able to do your music, people like record companies saying, oh, you have to put this song out first. Do you think you got more control nowadays of music?
I think for me, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I'm really grateful for a team that works really collaboratively. We work really well together, and we all have a trust that means that we are all on the same page when it comes to, the songs that we want to release
Uh,
together.
That's good. I guess it's what works personally with the artist in question at the end of the day. And it's also nice to
Yeah,
have like a supportive network too.
definitely, definitely.
Cool. I think that's everything I wanted to ask you for today's show. Thank you very much for your contribution again, coming back and just for the catch-up interview. All's really for me to do is just play your new single on my show. Would you like to? Sorry, your new single on my show. Would you like to introduce it on?
Thank you, Danny. Thanks for having me. I've been Jerub, and this is the title track of my new EP, Carry the Load.
Jereb, it's always a pleasure.
Thanks, Danny.